You have made the decision to save time and simplify your booking process, planning, and customer communication. In this video, we will guide you through your first essential step in your account's configuration, the General Settings. Head over to the General Settings by clicking on Settings and then General. You will now see a list of all basic configurations. In this video, we will cover the most essential settings to get you started on this journey. Let's begin with setting up your account. The first tab in your General Settings is the Account tab. Here, you are able to add your account and notification email, time zone, website URL, and company details. Your account email defines the default sender address for your automated and manual emails. You will be able to set alternative sender addresses under General Settings, Emails. The time zone helps you define the cutoff time for booking your products. Your company details will be shown in your invoices and used for email template tags. In the Agreement section, you can add agreements that will be shown in the booking engine or customer portal. These can include your terms and conditions, a newsletter opt-in, or a minimum age requirement, amongst many other options. To set up an agreement, click on Add Agreement and set a title. This is what bookers and guests will see. For example, I have read and accept the terms and conditions. To have interactive text that will expose a window with additional content when clicked on, wrap the text with these brackets. If you have wrapped the title or part of it, set the content that will be exposed when the interactive link is clicked on. Then, choose the action that will expose the agreement. You can either choose Booking, which exposes the agreement at checkout in the booking engine, Payment, which exposes the agreement in the payment form, Web Check-in, which exposes the agreement as an additional step of the web check-in. Set the agreement to Enabled, and if applicable, to Required or Newsletter. Enabled means the agreement will be exposed. If this is not marked, the agreement will be hidden. Required means that the action cannot be performed if the agreement is not marked. This could be used for bookings, payments, or web check-in. For the newsletter option, the booker or guests that confirm the agreement will be subscribed to your default mailing list. This requires you to integrate with MailChimp. You can expose an agreement only when one or several specific products are booked. To do this, click on Limit Product, choose Product, and then select the limiting products for the agreement from the inventory. If you work with several languages, it is important to remember you will have to complete all of the fields in each language before you can save the agreement. Click on Save to confirm your first agreement. In the calendar settings, you have the option to arrange products in your inventory in alphabetical or custom order. In a later phase of your Bookinglayer journey, you will be able to add categories and products to your inventory. Once you create your inventory and a custom order is enabled, you can adjust the position of items from the categories section. Next is the Clients tab. Here, you can define the default language and country code of the booker when creating a booking from the back office. This is different from booking engine bookings, where the language is defined by the language the booking engine is in when the guest is making a booking. Next is the Currency section, where you can set your default currency and other currencies you would like to work with. Enable as many currencies as you want to accept and your payment gateways can support. You will be able to set your pricing per currency for each product. In this case, our default currency is set to Euro. All of the bookings made in the back office are then automatically shown in this currency. While creating a booking via the booking engine, the booker can switch to other available currencies. The advanced feature, Currency Conversion Rates, will keep you from having to set a price per currency in each product. You can set rates in the default currency and decide whether to use the daily rates by leaving the fields empty or setting a fixed conversion rate to each currency. If you would like to collect additional details from the booker and guests or on the booking page, the Custom Fields tab is the place to set those fields. For example, you can ask for certain information from your guests via the web check-in page. This could come in handy when you need to know medical conditions, experience in certain sports, or a guest's size for gear upon arrival. Simply add a field, give it a back office name, and choose the title bookers will see for this field. Next, you can set up your deposit and last-minute deposit settings. There are 3 deposit options in Bookinglayer. You can work with a fixed percentage, a flexible percentage, or a fixed amount. Let's look at this a little bit closer. The percentage option allows you to set a default and a last-minute deposit percentage. For example, you can have a 30% default deposit and a 100% last-minute deposit. You can define how many days before arrival a new booking should be considered last minute. Here, you can disable the automatic confirmation for last-minute bookings. If this option is selected, last-minute bookings will have a request status and will need manual confirmation. With the flexible percentage settings, you can offer your customers the option to choose between two deposit amounts based on a percentage of the booking value. This could be a 50% deposit for half payment or a 100% deposit for full payment, for example. Thirdly, you could require a fixed amount to confirm the booking. However, be careful activating this when you have multiple currencies enabled for your booking engine. Currently, we only support a single value and it will use the currency from the booking. Also, avoid setting a fixed deposit amount that could be greater than the possible value of a booking. Next up are the basic email settings, which include an email signature that will be shown in your automated emails. You can also add a BCC address if you would like to always BCC another email as well as the one that was registered to your Bookinglayer account. You may also add any alternative sender addresses that you would like to have. For example, if you have several locations, you might have different emails for each one. When you configure your email rules, you will be able to define the sender address per rule. From the Invoicing tab, you can configure your invoices and define when they will be created. Invoice creation can be manual or automatic, based on arrival, departure, booking confirmation, individual payment, or fully paid bookings. We recommend keeping the closing mode as manual until your account is live. Next, you can define in which language the invoice will be created. Make sure to configure the numbering before closing any invoices. For easy tracking, you can simply put the year and the month as a prefix and suffix, which will display your invoices with a 2-digit month and a 4-digit year before the number of the invoice. You can decide to display or hide specific columns from the invoice layout using the toggle. You can rearrange the order by dragging and dropping the column. If you wish to only display the package name in the invoice, we recommend you set the invoice line grouping to package. In the Pending Bookings and IBS section, you can define when back-office and booking engine bookings with a pending status will expire if they are not confirmed. Consider that the field for back-office bookings is in days, while for booking engine bookings, it's in minutes. You can set the expiration in minutes or a period of days. Require immediate payment only for certain packages will allow you to decide what the initial booking status is per package. Confirmed and request bookings will not expire. Require immediate payment for all bookings will ignore the package's settings and require immediate payment for every booking. Please note that bank transfers are not an immediate payment option. However, you can still allow them for pending bookings and extend the expiration time when a booker confirms they have made the transfer via the payment form. If your pricing varies depending on the season, the Seasons tab is very important for you. Bookinglayer has a season function in the Settings tab that allows you to set as many seasons as you'd like throughout the year, which will then appear when setting up the pricing for your accommodation and activities. It's important to set seasons far in advance, or at least as far in the future as you believe your services will be booked. Bookers are not able to book a date when the season is not set because the system cannot calculate the price. To avoid that a certain element will not be visible in the booking engine, it is essential that every date of the year is covered and that there are no overlapping dates. Let's say your business has 3 main seasons in which the prices vary. This is an example of how seasons should look once they have been set. In the tax rates settings, you can add the tax rates that later on you can assign to each product in the inventory. These rates are used to calculate the VAT for your invoices and reports. Make sure to assign a tax rate to each product before adding any bookings, as existing invoices will not be updated. Tourist taxes will be added in a separate section of the invoice, and the amount will not be added to the booking's total nor requested for payment. The collection of tourist taxes must be managed on-site. If you are offering any food, the diet settings allow you to define specific categories that you can cater to for your guests. These fields will be exposed in your guest form or web check-in, so your guests can let you know important information about their diet preferences before arrival. Diets will be displayed in the dietary list and in the day planner. If you wish to have a free text input or additional field for allergies or other information, we recommend you to add a custom field like we covered earlier on in this video. You may also want to set your levels if you are offering activities. You can request this information directly through the booking form. Define the levels, such as surf level, yoga level, etc., and add a description for each. Bookers will be able to view the description of each level. If you wish to request levels for more than one activity, we recommend that you add an additional custom field with an options list. You can decide to not add this field to the guest form or web check-in and require it only for certain packages, overriding the default settings and exposing the field on the guest form. In case you are offering a transfer service, you can add transfer locations. Define the different arrival location options. You will be able to select them in the Transfer Info tab for a guest in a booking, and guests will be able to select them when they complete the web check-in in the customer portal, if this step is enabled. Great job! Now that your general settings have been set up, you can start adding your inventory. You are now one step closer to getting your lifestyle back. Don't waste any more time. Get organized with Bookinglayer.